What it is, what it do, another day, another video, it's your boy, yes sir. It's your boy, Jclutch back with another video, and today, man, I'll be reacting to King Von, Dark Moment, on Twitch. May 26, 2021, let's get to the video, I don't say too much. Best on the streets. Best on the remotes from the streets. Take everything from a grain with salt. That's the reason I'm involved.
They want to know if you do a feature with Modell, P5, Malcolm. You know them? Nah. Alright, never mind. He already told us about Tuka. He said Tuka one of his favorites to work with. They want to know about the Jclutch Place video.
Oh, Jclutch Place coming soon. And I do a feature with all them niggas. Tell them just send them money.
Yeah, we need that bag. 100 racks. 100 racks a feet.
Oh, think they got it.
100 racks a feet.
Don't get me started on this bitch. I be ticking. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know. I be tricking on this bitch. Say the names who went through the features again.
Police shit.
He'd have to scroll up. I can't even see that shit.
Hey, y'all, listen to the names he said want to do the feature.
We'll get a clip of it and we'll send it to you.
Alright, tell me the names. Listen to the names they want to do a feature with.
They want to know if you'd ever do a song with Young and Ace, Jada Youngin, and K. I don't know who that K artist.
No, say the other names you said.
You gotta scroll up so I can read that. Can you do that for me? If you do a feature with Modell, Tyreek, P5, or Malcolm.
Who the fuck? Look out, folks. Look
That's a no, right? I'm assuming that's a no.
Hey, folks can talk the fuck you on some police shit.
Some police shit. God, bro.
On October 8th, 2020,
they just looking stupid, bro. They real life don't know what they do.
King Von made a guest appearance on Rolling Loud's Twitch show, The Leak, a live show that discusses all of the upcoming releases in the hip-hop industry. The first half of the show goes as planned, with the hosts asking King Von various questions about his upcoming project.
What happened?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Found him flushing these.
Do you want me?
Welcome to O-Block and his plans for the future. But it wasn't until the very end of the stream where things started to get really, really dark. A user suddenly appeared in the Twitch chat under the alias SaltyKnob713 and proceeded to write this message in the chat. At Rolling Loud, ask Von if he'd do a feature with Modell, Tyreek, P5, or Malcolm. The hosts begin to relay, but his reaction to it seems very odd, doesn't it?
They want to know if you do a feature with Modell, P5, Malcolm. You know them? Nah. Alright, never mind.
While definitely confused, it almost seems like the King Von, almost like it put him on the spot. This awkward moment fortunately doesn't last for long, as it seems like the hosts may have realized that King Von must not know who Modell, Tyreek, P5, or Malcolm are, and diffuse the situation by suddenly bringing up Tuka, a 15-year-old rival gang member of King Von, who passed away after being shot at a bus stop back in 2011.
He already told us about Tuka. He said Tuka one of his favorites to work with.
The conversation then proceeds forward with the hosts asking King Von when the music video for Jclutch Place is dropping. Von quickly responds by letting them know that the video is coming soon, then suddenly refers back to the now irrelevant question of whether or not he would do a feature with Modell. Again.
Say the names who went through the features again.
Malcolm.
P5, Tyreek, and Malcolm. Well, let me tell you.
Boy, tripping.
And Malcolm. Well, let me tell you.
Talk the fuck you on some police shit.
So now you're probably wondering, who are Modell, P5, Tyreek, and Malcolm? Well, let me tell you.
Modell.
On April 28, 2012, a Chicago man who went by the name of King Doc was on his way to the nearby corner store when he was fatally shot multiple times in the chest and arms. He spent his last moments crawling into a tall patch of grass right next to the corner he was just trying to get a drink from. King Doc's body wouldn't be discovered until moments later, after his 16-year-old cousin stumbled across his body. That 16-year-old was Modell McCambry. This traumatic situation changed Modell forever and was a major turning point in his life. Modell began to get more and more involved in the streets by associating himself with more established gang members such as FBG Duck and KI. This led to Modell becoming a full-time member of the STL EBT. Then, almost 6 months after the death of his cousin King Doc, Modell himself was shot multiple times in the chest on the 6300 block of South Rhodes Avenue on October 13, 2012. The group of shooters left Modell in the street, only to have his cousin Miles run from a nearby house in an attempt to try and save his life. The group saw Miles try and save his cousin, and began to put more shots into Miles's back. The two relatives were soon rushed to a nearby hospital, where Modell's cousin Miles was told he would never be able to walk again, and would need a catheter for the rest of his life. Modell, on the other hand, did not make it. The case is still unsolved to this day.
There's a lot of unsolved. P5.
P5, also known as Crack, was a member of Jarrow City, a Chicago gang that rivals King Von. He was a well-known drug dealer in the area, and on the morning of October 30th, 2012, he was planning on meeting up with a fellow customer to sell him
all this was years ago, bro. Name all the ops.
Product on the 6200 block of South Eberhard Avenue. At 9:13 a.m., P5 arrived at the location, but instead of being greeted by one customer, he was met with 5. P5 immediately knew this was a setup and quickly turned around to run away from the situation. But unfortunately, one of the members of the group ran P5 down, shooting him in the back, knocking him over onto the ground. The rest of the group then circled above P5, shooting him 6 times in the face and 9 times in the body. The aftermath
6 times in the face, 9 times in the body?
Of this tragic event was reportedly so bad that the police had an extremely tough time identifying the body. This case, just like the previous one, is still unsolved to this day.
They did him dirty.
Now to a developing story. A shooting leaves 1 person dead, 4 others injured. This happened at an apartment complex in southwest Atlanta. Latasha, what are we learning about their conditions this morning?
Well, Christy, police tell us this all started at a house party last night on Landrum Drive. A fight broke out between 2 large groups, and at some point a man opened fire, hitting 5 people. Police tell us 1 man was found dead at the party. 4 others were rushed here to Grady. We're told that the victims' ages range from 17 to 20. Investigators are trying to determine a motive and what happened leading up to that shooting.
On March 31st, 2019, Tyreek Levat, along with 4 other individuals, were shot at a house party in the Hidden Village Apartments located in southwest Atlanta. Out of the 5 people who were shot, 27-year-old Tyreek did not survive, and once again this case is still unsolved to this day.
I knew that was Atlanta because of Grady, Malcolm.
On May 29, 2014, a man by the name of Malcolm Stuckey was attending a house party on the 5700 block of South LaSalle Street when 2 men began to open fire on the house. Malcolm, who was standing outside on the front porch, was shot in the head and didn't make it. The case of Malcolm Stuckey went unsolved.
What, they had a sniper on his head? He was sitting on the front. I was waiting on that dude. He was standing on the porch, got shot in the head, in front of his mama's porch.
When 2 men began to open fire on the house. Malcolm, who was standing outside on the front porch, was shot in the head and didn't make it. The case of Malcolm Stuckey went unsolved for almost 2 months, but on July 20th, 2014, a man by the name of Big Mike was arrested and charged for the murder. 2 days later, another suspect was arrested and charged for the same reason. Both men sat in the Cook County Jail for over 3 years until the trial started, and within those 3 years, Big Mike eventually told authorities incriminating details of what happened on May 29th, 2014, in hopes to obtain a deal with prosecutors for lesser time. The other suspect refused to cooperate with authorities and managed to stay silent the whole time. In the end, Big Mike was sentenced to 16 years in prison for aggravated battery with a firearm and an additional 12 years for backing out of some type of deal with prosecutors. The other suspect was acquitted of all charges and was able to walk out of the courtroom a free man. That other suspect was King Von. So now that you know who Modell, Tyreek, P5, and Malcolm are, the question still stands. Why did King Von react that way to those names? Well, because according to the Chicago hip-hop fanatics, King Von may have something to do with all 4 of these murders.
Damn, Modell got killed in Ock and Craig. Who gonna get killed in November? Stay tuned. This man is proud to beat his case. And then, of course he's gonna be proud because he beat the case. Throw my whole day away. Wow. I was turning the Facebook post up and hearing news of King Von passed away. They're waiting for fun at them days like. Oh dear. Dope. Malcolm P5. KI. Duck. That boy dog. That's shit crazy. I just ended the video, man. Make sure you smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, man. Roll to 500 subscribers. Roll to 1 million. Roll to 1,000 subscribers. It's your boy Jclutch. And I'm gone.